Did we say tomorrow? It's actually out on the same day, because we're that cool. Master mode is pretty tough.
Oh god. Oh god.
Careful.
Hey yo!
But it's not as hard as some of us might have expected. We personally made it to M4 without any issue and only couldn't go into M5 last night because I was capped at 31.75 instead of the required 32. Also, for the rest of this video, I will refer to master floors as M1, M2, and so on, because that's what the game calls them, and it's easier than me saying master floor 2 like 12 times every minute. So first, some general floor clearing advice which goes for all floors. Most of the enemies do not do much more damage than they do on floor 7. They just have more health, but the mini-bosses are genuinely scary, so you don't want to be dealing with them on your own. The foolproof clearing method we use is to stick together with a tank and a healer. The tank absorbs the damage, the healer heals the tank, and everyone else kills the enemies. Once you do that, clear all the rooms like that, and once every room has the white tick, you can split off to get secrets. If you're feeling confident, you can go without a healer, but you absolutely do not want to go without a tank. Also, because these are easy floors, you only need a 270 score, not a 300 score, because there is no bedrock chest. Now, let's get into the difference with each floor that you need to know about, starting with M1 and Bonzo. Bonzo has definitely had the least changes of all, but he does have over 100 million health and spawns a lot more undead enemies, and does a lot more damage. If you can beat Netron, you can probably beat Bonzo pretty easily. M2 is where things get interesting. There are skeleton masters, but they don't do much damage. The main concern is the boss. He could still kill several of us in the best tier in the game because he spawns 2 of his undead minions instead of 1 as normal. And the undead warriors still do that annoying thing where they rotate your camera and charge at you, which can kill you if you don't stick with your tank. In his second phase, you cannot damage a Scarf without first killing his priests, which also isn't normal. His I don't know how to say that. His stupid ability where he launches Wither Skulls at you will almost one-hit you, so you don't want to get hit by it. M3 is probably the most different and most fun boss fight. This floor has Shadow Assassins, meaning you definitely do not want to be clearing on your own here, but the Professor is the real challenge here. Okay, so, the Healthy Guardian becomes invincible during his Giga Heal, meaning there's no way to stop him fully healing all of the other Guardians. Rogue Elder Guardians spawn all the time from the very start. The Guardians have 150 million health. The Chaos Guardian is a one-tap. They respawn after just 7 seconds of being dead, and when they respawn, they spawn with 90% of their original health instead of the 50% of their original health. It's basically impossible to kill all the Guardians at once, so you're going to have to keep whittling them down. Have every player repeatedly kill every Guardian until they're low enough to kill them in 7 seconds. But do not touch the Chaos Guardian. Once you have weakened all of the Guardians, kill them and then full DPS the Chaos Guardian before he can discharge and instantly kill everyone. From there, the boss fight is exactly the same as floor 3.
This Witherstorm is actually more powerful than Scarves. Oh, yeah. This.
Oh.
Oh.
M4 adds bouncy archers, which are normally a joke, but here, they're really scary for some reason and do a lot of damage. And the Shadow Assassins are even scarier, so keep sticking together whilst you can. The boss isn't too different, but there are 3 or 4 Spirit Bears that spawn each round instead of just 1, and Thorn needs 8 hits to kill instead of 4. Make sure you have a good source of ferocity to extra hit him, and use the decoy trick to permanently distract all the bats. If you die, there are still 4 fairies in the crowd that you can respawn instantly with. Other than that, pretty standard fight. M5 is the hardest level added so far, but the actual boss fight doesn't really have any changes that I was able to notice. It's just a higher damage, higher health version of the usual Livid fight, and you should treat it as such. I might have missed something, but this is a relatively easy fight anyway if you abuse stunlock buds. And that's how you beat every Master Mode boss. It'll become easier once you play a few and get used to new tank and healer strategies, I promise. Anyway, last thing before we end here are 2 changes that weren't mentioned anywhere. The Spirit Pet's 3rd perk has been changed to half-life. If you are the first person to die in a dungeon, your team only loses 1 score instead of 2. Sounds useless, but if your entire team has a spirit, then you can die 4 times to get an S+ instead of 3, which is a nice safety net against throwing. And the weirdest changes of all, for absolutely no reason, they decided to add 525 true defense to Sorrow armor. I have genuinely no idea why. I have no idea why this much, and I have no idea what it's going to do, but it's there, I guess. Okay, that's it. I got a date with 100,000 Catacombs XP every time I finish floor 5. See ya.
Tank stuff.
No,
Run! Ah!
get your own tank stuff.
Run!
Shit!